I was in Ohio at a football game, and I had an opportunity to meet a young man, 15, named Boomer Hornbeck. And Boomer, I'll let him tell you his story. He's got cerebral palsy. And he had mentioned to me when we were together that he wanted to go wakeboarding. He liked to go wakeboarding. So we arranged our marketing team, and again, he'll tell you more of the story. We arranged to help him get out in the water and go wakeboarding. So that's exciting. So I've just sort of been following you on social media over the last year and following some of the stuff he's done. He's been very inspiring young man. And so I saw about 2-3 months ago a speech he gave on social media to his high school football team, the football team at his high school. And so I thought, man, we need to have Boomer come to Nautique and spend some time with us. The first group, this is the second time Boomer's done this today. First group, I know, found him very inspiring, and I suspect you will too. So join me in giving Boomer a warm welcome. Boomer.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Good. Before I start, I just want to thank Mr. Year again. Thank you so much again for letting me be here. It's a blessing. I've dreamed of this opportunity. Thank you so much. So without being said, my name is Boomer Hornbeck. I'm 15 years old and I have cerebral palsy. I've been through 23 surgeries in my life. And cerebral palsy, what that is where the brain doesn't communicate well with the muscles. The brain is affecting my right side of the brain, which controls the left side of my body. And so basically what happens is when I go growth spurts as well, my foot grows outwards, or my bones don't grow well. And that's why I've had so many surgeries throughout my life. I've had 23 and I'm 15. So every time I have a growth spurt, some of my muscles don't grow well. They grow outwards, so they need to take my surgery to fix it. So that's happened 23 times. When I was born, the doctor told my mom the very first word that she heard when I was born was, "Your son will not walk. Your son will not eat. Your son will not do anything in life on his own." Imagine hearing that as a parent. Imagine hearing basically that your son isn't doing anything by himself independently. And I'm going to give you a story of my most recent surgeries, and this was by far the hardest time of my life. It is my last surgery in January. I had it this last January, and basically was having my left foot ankle was growing outwards, and so every time I walked my foot, it felt like I started to break my ankle and it was just hurting. So doctors, the surgeons turned my foot, they broke my shin bone, they put 2 rods in it. And I said that was the most painful recovery, painful rehab I've ever been through. And so I'm going to tell you about it is I had a cast on for 4 weeks. Cast on about 4 weeks, and I had about 1.5 or 2 of rehab. And so when they when I had a cast on, this is the hardest surgery for me, mentally and physically. And I'm gonna tell you about mentally, because when you have a cast on, you can't walk. And it was in the middle of school year, so you can't talk to your friends, can't talk to your friends, they grade scene one, because while you're laying down in bed in the middle of the day, they're at school doing something. And so then also, this is where faith comes into play, that knowing you'll be okay, because for me, personally, I kept on thinking to myself, man, what if this surgery is a waste? What if all of this was a waste? Like, I've been walking, I'm out of a wheelchair where I'm not expected to be, and what if all this surgery is a waste? What if all this, 3-4 months goes down the drain and I'm back in a wheelchair? So your mind starts playing tricks on you and starts telling you that you're not going to be good enough anymore, you're not going to be good. And that's where faith comes into play. And you have to know that you'll get through this. In Jeremiah 29:11 it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Basically what that's saying is God has a plan for you. No matter what is going through your life, no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad it is, He He has a plan for you. You're going to get through it because he's not going to leave you. Like, every second day, we forget this. God is right next to us right now. He helps us. He guides us throughout life. He's not going to leave you hanging. And you always have to keep that in mind. You always have to keep on saying, you have to keep on pushing, keep on grinding to where you want to be. And so that was the hardest part mentally because I broke down about 4 times just crying in my bed by myself. Like, I was saying to myself, I'm not going to be the same. I'm not going to walk again. This surgery is a waste. And so my brain's going to tell me that, and I broke down. And so this is where faith comes in play. This is where you have to keep on pushing. And also, after 4 weeks, after I get the cast off, I started a rehab process. I started going back to the gym. I'm ready. I'm like, all right. I spent like 4 weeks in bed. I'm ready to get up. I'm ready to go and start rehab. And I tell you, I was ready for it. The first exercise I did, I was on a treadmill. They put me on harness and these baby steps are a treadmill. It's the most painful thing I've ever experienced. Like, I couldn't even walk, and I'm like, man, this surgery's a waste. And those thoughts start coming back. And the only way I got through this, the only way I got through that and I kept on going is because I prepared myself mentally that the night before the surgery, the night before I woke up, I told myself at least 1,000 times, no matter how dark it gets, I'm not going to give in. No matter how painful it gets, I'm not going to give in. No matter how far I fall during the surgery, I'm not going to give in. If I fall, I'm going to get back up. I said that to myself at least 1,000 times before that surgery. And I had a will to get better. So when you go for your passion, you have that thing inside you. Passion, you have that thing inside you. And it says, like, basically says you go, you can, I'm sorry, it says that you give everything. Like, something comes out of you, and it says, all right, it blocks out the pain, it blocks out everything. It says, all right, I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on going in. That's what you have to say to yourself. And that's what you have to have to get through everything in life. And all of a sudden, no matter how uncomfortable this is going to be, I'm not going to give in. And so this brings me to my next point, and it says, be comfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. If that makes sense. So that means you have to get outside your comfort zone. I always say get outside your comfort zone because that's where the money's at. Outside your comfort zone is where your dreams are at. Outside your comfort zone is where the most successful people are at. That's where you will be successful. Because if you stay inside your comfort zone, you're going to be the exact same, okay? Like, for example, me, yes, I've already exceeded expectations. Yes, I'm already walking. I'm already out of the wheelchair. But I have a lot more bigger plans for me than other people see. Like, I vision in my head later in life, I'm going to walk perfect. I'm going to be normal just like you guys. I'm not going to have a limp. One day, I'm going to run. And a couple months ago, Mr. Jurgen invited me over to Gigi Myers. She used to wakeboard a couple months ago, and I wakeboarded with her with Natique boats. And thank you so much to Mr. Jurgen. I wakeboarded with her, but it was in a sitting chair. At a time in my life, I loved it. It was awesome. But I tell you this, right after that, after I got home, I thought about my day. I told myself, next time I wakeboard, I'm going to be standing. Like, next time I wakeboard, I'm not going to be sitting down. I'm going to be standing. I'm going to be doing it normally. I promised myself that. And that's where I keep on saying, keep on going, stay hungry, because you grow. The ceiling doesn't stop. You can always improve. No matter how good you do yesterday, you can always improve today. It doesn't matter in all areas, you can always improve. You can always be better than you were yesterday. And also, I'm going back to going outside your comfort zone, is put yourself in situations, no matter what it is, to be successful. Whatever your dream is, no matter what your vision is, go to it. And have no fear doing it. 2 Corinthians 1:7, it says, no fear, just faith. You have to go into your dream, go and be successful with no fear, just faith, because God won't leave you. God will be right next to you through all circumstances. And say you're going to your goal and the thing doesn't work out as you want it to be. A lot of people say, man, I lost. Man, I failed that. The thing is, that's not the way it is. You learn. You don't lose, you don't fail, you learn. Okay? So when something doesn't happen, you can get back up, you can regroup, you can say, okay. You have 2 options. You can say, man, I'm gonna give up, this is not for me. Or you can say, hey, okay, so I'm gonna regroup, I can regroup, I can see what I can do better, I can see what I can improve on. And that's what it is to be resilient. Be resilient. So no matter what goes your way, don't back down, don't give in. Whatever your dream is, whatever your success, whatever your vision is, don't give up. Go for it. I know I keep on saying that, but I mean it. Always give 100% everything you do in every second of the day. You'll be okay. Now think about it for a moment, guys. Think about that. Give 100% every second of the day in everything you do, and you'll be okay. That means you're giving everything of yourself, mind and physically, towards your goal. And 99% of the time, you're going to get that and give everything. You don't give up. You don't let down. When I was little, I used to listen to this motivational speaker. His name is Eric Thomas. You guys might know him. He says this one thing sticks with me. It says, it always sticks with me. It says, if you want something as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And he gave an example. Say someone's holding you underwater and you can't breathe. What's your goal? You're trying to get breath. You're trying to get above water. And so when he says you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, all you're trying to do at that moment is trying to get above water. You give it everything of your body, mentally and physically, to get that air, to get that breath. Then always remember, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, the one who gives me strength. So you can do everything in life. You hear this every day. You can do anything for your mind to, okay. But think about it. You can, because we have Christ on our side, because He's going to give you strength. And always, while you're going for your goal, while you're going to be successful in life, always be a good person doing it. Always treat others the way you want to be treated. And I tell you, Proverbs 11:25, it says, be a blessing to someone today. Okay? So, be a blessing to the person next to you today. Everyone you see, try your best to be the nicest person, the best person that you can be towards them. Because we all forget that they're a child of God too. If you're a parent and you send your kid off to school, all you hope for, man, I hope everyone's nice to them. That's the same thing here. Be nice to everyone because they're also children of God. And also, never lose faith. I don't mind saying this, but people seem to forget this a lot. Right once adversity comes your way, people give up, people sit down, people stop going for their goal. Be resilient. Don't give in. If something doesn't happen where you go, I know I say this, but go get back up, regroup. You don't lose, you don't fail, you learn. And always remember, give everything 100%, everything you do. And before I let you guys go, I'm gonna tell a quick story about me personally. Is when I was younger, I realized I had cerebral palsy in 7th grade. I realized I was disabled. What I'm saying is, like when I was in elementary school, I'm too young, your friends are young. I didn't realize I had cerebral palsy until 7th grade, and I'll tell you how I found out. But how I realized it is that all my friends started playing football, they started doing sports, and I wasn't able to do sports, and I realized to myself, man, Boomer, you're crippled, you're disabled, you can't do anything, like, why are you here? You're not useful for this earth. That's the way I thought to myself, and one night I thought about it so much, it was just me in the room, I broke down. I broke down in tears, I broke down crying, just upset, so depressed. And I've always been a Christian my whole life, my family has been Christians their whole life, but I've never really took it seriously until 7th grade. And so I was so desperate that night that I remember something about my head about God and Jesus. I'm like, okay. So I prayed, asking him against our altar, like, dear God, if you're even real, what's my gift? Give me a gift if I don't have one. And I'll tell you, people always say you're either smart or you're athletic. I'll tell you, I'm not athletic, I'm not smart, I'm not smart. So I got a solid 3.0 GPA, but I'm not that smart. I just sat there, I just prayed, asking for a gift. And I promise you, about a couple weeks later, I'm good friends with Coach Meyer at Ohio State University, and a football team, and he invited me up to a game. And in 2012, I was at a team dinner with him, and he said, Boomer, stand up, tell the team who you are, tell the team what you have. And I told him, my name is Boomer, I have cerebral palsy. And I just did a short thing, I told him I had, it was about like 45 seconds. And after I was done, I didn't think too much of it, but a whole bunch of players came up to me saying, Boomer, you're an inspiration. Like, you have a gift of telling your story, and I got a whole bunch of good feedback, and so they got the wheels turning a little bit. And so I started off small. I got on social media, I went on Instagram, Twitter. I just wrote small things. I wrote quotes, I wrote down my story, and it started coming more and more again. I got some random people I don't even know. They sent me messages saying, you're an inspiration. You inspire people. Then the fast forward 2 years later, and this is about 2 years ago now, when I'm in the beginning of 9th grade, is my grandfather used to play high school football in Indiana, Hoover Military Academy, and the head football coach, wanted me to do the same thing, but this time it was longer. This time it was about 2 minutes. So I did the same thing, got more feedback, had more good feedback, and so then that got his wheel started turning a little bit more. I'm like, okay, so I can do this. It's pretty cool. Then when I got back, my high school, Naval high school football coach, said he wanted me to speak to the team for the season opener, but this time it's 10 minutes. And so I gave him a speech, and I got so much feedback, and it was great. And so then at that moment, I knew that was my gift. At that moment, I knew I can't play football, I can't play sports, but I can serve and fear the Lord, because that's what we're all here to do. We forget about is we're here to serve and fear the Lord. And so that's what I can do. And again, I can shine His light, spread His word by going out and doing some speeches. And so at that moment I knew that God gave me that gift, and that was my gift all along, and I didn't even know it. And so what I want you guys to know is that everyone has a gift, and don't be afraid to go outside your comfort zone, because that's where your gift could be at. You have more than one gift. So outside your comfort zone is where the money's at. Outside your comfort zone is where the most success is at. So don't be afraid to go outside your comfort zone Because once you go out of your comfort zone, you do something that you're not comfortable with, you start to grow. You start to become better at it. It starts to become comfortable. So be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's how you grow. So I'm going to give you examples. Excuse me. I was checking my notes. Always don't be afraid, because I'm going to say it again, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans not to prosper you, plans to give you hope in the future. Remember that. Remind yourself that every day. And always give 100%. God won't leave you hanging. He'll be right next to you by your side the entire time. And thank you so much again, Mr. Yergin, for letting me speak here. Thank you guys so much. You keep on doing what you're doing. You're changing people's lives. You don't even know it. And keep on doing it. Thank you guys so much. And remember, always be a blessing to someone every day. Proverbs 11:25, one last time. Be a blessing to someone today. Every day, make someone's day. Every day, be the best person you can possibly be. Give 100% everything you do in every second of the day. You'll be okay. Doesn't matter how good you do today. Doesn't matter how good you do yesterday. You can always improve tomorrow. Stay hungry. Keep fighting, and whatever adversity comes your way, don't back down, don't give in, because you'll be okay. You'll be successful if you really want it bad enough. Thank you so much. God bless.